Here we are, here's my stand for my Dewalt thickness planer. Just finished making this, I'm going to do a walk around. So what you have here is a stand that's been a conversion from a table saw stand, which you can buy online. This one's made by Draper. 4 locking casters, more about that in the video, and the planer sitting on the top. It's very stable, this will do the job, and the stand cost about £33, and the wood I had in the workshop. So finally I've got this thing mobile, so I can move it out of the workshop or off to one side when I need the space. Keep watching for how I built it. It's not going to be an in-depth video because it's fairly straightforward. Once I explain it to you, I'm sure you can sort the rest out yourself. Hope you enjoy the video. So what I've done is I've got a 1-inch thick piece of ply. I just had this knocking about the garage. You could use MDF. Now I've cut it to the width of the stand, and it's had to be slightly longer on each side to accommodate the base of the thickness planer. Here in the middle I've put a small shelf, about 1/2 inch, that's actually exterior ply, but it's just what I had on hand. So I just smoothed the edges slightly, didn't mess too much with that. On this particular one I've put a 45-degree bevel on the top and the bottom, it just looks nicer. And then at the bottom, on this I used 3/4 ply, that's what I had in stock, it's the only piece I had that was big enough. And I feel okay about that because the wheels have a fairly large plate on the bottom, and the foot of the stand is resting directly over the plate. So the weight is transferring straight into the wheel, and I don't think there'll be any problem. The thickness planer is heavy, but it's nowhere near as heavy as the mortiser, this beast over here, which I made a stand for. So basically that's it. Put a little edging on the, just chamfered the edge a little bit on the bottom, and painted everything orange just to give some contrast, which I think works really well. Finishes the job, you know, just looks nice and professional. And then I've used the same wheels. These are rated at, I think it's so they're plenty strong enough. I got these on eBay. It's the same as that, because this mortiser is probably, I think it's the best part of £250. So the rating of those wheels is going to be more than adequate. I'll take a few knocks and bangs on the way. Now the reason I'm doing this is because my workshop is quite small with all this equipment. So what I want to be able to do is to wheel it out of the workshop, either into the garden in the front or the patio at the back, so that when I have to make something in here, these tools can be removed and brought in as I need them. It should be fairly easy to do, and it'll be worth it to get the space back. I'm using these decking screws to hold this in place. You can see I've got one in there. The head is just big enough to pull down and secure the planer to the table, and it's so heavy it's really not going to move. It would take a really big bang for that to move, even if it wasn't screwed down. So I'm sure that'll do the job. If not, I'll have to do something else, use some bolts or something. So there it is, sitting on the stand. I've got room there for tools, as I have here. I've got lots of bits for the mortiser which I can put under there. I might even be able to store things on there that I'm working with, maybe the wood that I'm cutting, or possibly even tools that I might be needing. Not sure yet. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Right, well it's all finished. The real test is how solid is it. Obviously for the mortiser it's not such a problem because all the weight is being distributed down from the mortiser, pushing onto the wood that you're mortising straight down through the stand, so there's no sideways movement. With the planer, of course, you're pushing the wood through the front, so how well are the feet supporting the stand? Does it move around? Well, it doesn't. These locking feet are excellent, and I'm pushing on it really hard and it's not moving. It's lifting up off the casters there. It would rather do that than roll. So it's well solid, as solid as it would be on any kind of permanent cabinet or anything that was contacting the floor directly. So I'm well pleased, see no problem with it. Highly recommended to anybody that wants to undertake this kind of project. Please subscribe, thumbs up if you appreciate the design, that's fantastic, and I'll see you in the next video.